64 mysterious movies, 6 panelists, 1 bracket. All the puzzle pieces laid out on the floor. But we need your help. We can't do it alone. Tonight, perhaps you can help solve a mystery.
Round 1, fight!
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Movie Hero Network. This is Tournament Fights number 252. It's our Movie Hero monthly mystery tournament with a twist, and you'll find out what that twist is in just a second for what we do with these mystery tournaments. We'll explain in just a minute, but let me bring in my panel. I've got to help me out and help solve this mystery here tonight. I'll start with the guy who runs all the ladder brackets for us and his occasional co-host, Mr. Malcolm Lay. How's it going, Malcolm?
It's going good, and yeah, there should be a lot of fun. And today I've got the strategy of spinning a wheel.
Oh, you can just do the flip a coin thing, I guess, too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of the ARV thing. Well, we'll talk about that in just a second. But yeah, we haven't had him on a little bit, but he's back tonight. Welcome to Casablanca Kid, Chris
What's
Scott.
up,
How's it going, buddy?
guys? Doing good, man. I'm excited to do this. I watched a couple movies that I have never seen for this one, so I mean, a couple standouts for sure. It's going to be a hard one. Yeah, but I'm excited, guys, to be back.
Well, we'll see if they even make it out of the first round because it's all in chance for that. But if you watch something particularly for this that doesn't make it, we'll give you a minute to say your piece on it. That's fine.
Yeah.
So don't worry, we'll give you a second. Got Brian Nussbaum. How's it going, Brian?
It's going good. Just see the matchups, and yeah, see if my favorite caller Billy Madison wins for a second tonight.
We'll see. It's in there as it kind of always is for these mystery tournaments. And then we got Zach Shelton. How's it going, Zach?
Good. Looking forward to these interesting matchups.
Yeah, for sure. We'll see what plays out because there will be some interesting matchups. How our monthly mystery tournament works is like this. A few nights ago, Jordan and I spun the wheel. Malcolm was there too, just hanging out. We spun the big giant favorite movies wheel. It's over 2,000 movies now. So we just spun 64 random movies, and they are in here in the tournament. They have all been randomized. But how we do the mystery tournaments is we take those movies, and once they've been randomized in the bracket, we'll bring it up, but I will not reveal the matchups. And what we'll do is, since it's a lot of movies that show up, over and over again on here, and maybe a few other random favorites, we're going to give those favorites a chance to make it out of that first round. So we do blind voting for the entire first round. All the first matchups will be blind voting. I'll go up and down with these gentlemen, and I won't be participating since I made the bracket. But basically, they're just going to say A or B. A for the top choice, B for the bottom choice. And then after the votes are in and tabulated, we will reveal the match and what went through. So that's kind of how it works. So let's have a little fun. Jordan will be here soon. But for now, I will get going with you four guys. So we could have a few ties, but I will keep track of that. All right, so this is how it's going to work. I'm going to keep it just like that, just out of sight, just out of reach. And what we will do is we'll do the same thing we always do. We'll start with the bottom, and then we'll rotate. So, Zach, A or B? It's that simple.
A.
A. All right, Brian.
Dakota Falls, A.
A. All right, Chris.
You know what? I'll go B here. Make
A.
a
Okay.
be the odd man out here.
Okay. And Malcolm.
A.
A. All right. So it will be A, and that is the top choice. And we'll scroll over, and it'll be Gone Girl over Black Friday. Sorry, Chris. I know you're a big fan of the Black Friday.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Sorry, buddy.
That hurts. Black Friday is so good.
I know. All right. Scrolling down. Next matchup. It'll be Brian first. A or B?
I'll go A again.
Okay. Chris.
I'll go B again.
Okay. Malcolm.
B.
B. And Zach.
B.
Okay, it'll be B this time, and we'll see what's over there. Bottom choice will be Eastside Sushi over Nobody.
What? Seriously?
Well, that's how it works. That's how the blind voting works. So
Wow.
Eastside
By
Sushi,
nobody. You're an
a
amazing
Jacob Barber
movie.
special. Yeah. Sorry, that's how it works. All right, going on down. This is why we do the blind voting, make it interesting. All right, Chris, you're up first. A or B?
A?
Yeah, okay. All right. He doesn't know what's happening anymore.
man.
Malcolm.
A.
Okay. Zach.
B.
B. And Brian.
I'll go for B for two-time champ Brawlmaker.
Okay, so we have a tie. So Zach, why don't you break the tie for us? You can switch, and
B.
you can switch if you want to. All right, so
B.
B. All right, sounds good. That'll be the bottom one. So we will go Antoine Fisher over Demolition Man, and that one hurts because I
Okay.
love Demolition Man. Oh man, all right. So Antoine Fisher over Demolition Man. All right, going down, and we'll start with Malcolm this time.
B.
B. All right, Zach.
A.
A. Brian.
A.
A. And Chris.
Let's go with B.
Okay, so it's a tie to Brian. And you can switch.
I'll go A this time.
Okay, A. All right, here we go. That'll be Grown Ups over
Hey.
King Kong 2005. So there we go. All right, so the same man gets in. All right, there you go. Okay, going down to, we'll start with Zach this time.
B.
B. All right. Brian?
B.
B. Chris?
A.
A. And Malcolm.
A.
Okay, so it's another tie. Chris?
Let's go with A.
Okay, A wins it, and we'll see what that is. It is Top Gun Maverick over Furiosa.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Well, Chris said he watched Furiosa. You want to give your hot take real quick?
I absolutely hated that movie. I wanted to love it. Like the beginning was so slow. It didn't quite know what movie it wanted to be. I mean, it had some cool car scenes in there, but it just didn't feel like a whole movie to me at all.
All
Yeah,
right.
You
like
don't
it-
like Chris
you know.
Hemsworth though?
Chris Hemsworth was decent in there, but it felt like the leads were underused.
All right. Okay. Going down to we'll start with Brian this time.
A.
A. All right. Chris.
Let's go with B.
B. And Malcolm.
B.
B. And Zach.
B.
B. All right. B takes it 3-1. We'll scroll over to Inglorious Bastards over Speed.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, yeah. I mean, both of them are
Okay.
good though, but yes.
All right. Yeah. Well, we're getting some interesting matchups for the second round here.
All right.
Yeah. All right. We're going to Chris this time.
Let's go with A.
A. Okay. Malcolm.
B.
B. Zach.
B.
And Brian.
B.
B. All right. So that'll be the bottom choice. And we've got 8 Mile over Mary Poppins.
Okay.
Okay. All right. There we go. Scrolling back over. And we're going to Malcolm.
A.
A. All right. Zach.
B.
B.
A.
A. Okay. And Chris.
And let's go B.
B. Okay. So it'll tie to, I believe, Chris this time. Or did I
Let's go
switch
with,
it?
is it B? Then B.
Yeah. All right. So B bottom, and it'll be Man of Steel over Mad Max Fury Road, the other half of Furiosa. All right. So Man of Steel moves on. All
That
right.
movie was amazing on Max Fury Road.
Okay. All right. Zach, you are up next.
A.
A. All right, Brian.
Also go A.
Okay. And Chris.
I'll go B.
Okay. And Malcolm.
B.
B. All right. So tie to Malcolm. You can stick or flip.
I'm sticking with B.
Sticking with B. Okay. All right. We'll go Role Models over Billy Madison. And there it goes, Brian. Sorry,
I
but
will
two
never
good
think
comedies.
Robots is about what you for.
Yeah, but two
Models is
two
so
two good
good.
comedies. Two good comedies. All right. So scrolling on down. Next is Brian.
A.
A. All right. And Chris.
Let's go B.
B. Malcolm.
B.
B. And Zach.
A.
Hey, all right, we'll tie and we'll go back down to Zach.
A.
A. Okay, so the top choice will take this one, and we will go Cowboy Bebop the movie over Christmas Vacation.
Okay, I'll cut that
So,
out of the future.
all right, so there.
I know it's
all right.
only going to make it to the next round, but I'm okay with
That's right. Well, it's made it out of the first round, Chris. That means you get to
Yeah.
talk about it in the next round. So there you go. All right, so it made it. That's why we do the blind voting. All right, Chris, you're up first.
I'm going to go with A because that was a good one for me.
Okay, doesn't mean the next one will be good. We'll see.
I know. It could be very rough.
Malcolm.
A.
Hey, all right, Zach.
B.
B and Brian.
A.
Okay, so A will take this one, and it'll be The Tree of Life over Office Space. Boo.
Ooh.
I'm actually happy with that result. So I'm
Oh
good.
boy. Oh,
Why you don't
geez.
like Office Space, Doc?
No, I'm not a fan of that movie yet.
Thanks. All right, we're going to Malcolm next.
A.
Okay. All right, and Zach.
B.
B. Brian.
A.
Okay, and Chris.
Let's go with B.
Okay, so it'll be a tie to Brian.
B.
B. Okay. All right, B will be Scrooged over the original Wolfman.
Okay.
All right.
like
so
that.
Okay with that. It's a great movie.
Okay. All right.
Comedy.
Okay. And going down again, and we'll go to Zach this time.
B.
Okay. B. Brian.
A.
A. Okay.
A.
Chris. A. All right, and Malcolm.
B.
B. So it's a tie to Chris.
Let's go with A still.
Okay. A. And that will be the Cable Guy over Avatar.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
George should be happy for that.
That's right.
Yes, he should.
All right. Brian.
A.
A. Chris.
Let's go B.
B. All right. Malcolm.
A.
A. And Zach.
B.
Okay. It's another tie, and Malcolm this time.
I'm sticking with A.
Okay. A will be the top, and we will go A Quiet Place Part 2 over the South Park movie.
Ooh,
So,
okay.
all right. Quiet Place
So
Part
good.
2.
I'm good with
Okay.
it.
All right. Okay. Just a couple more matchups, I think, here. Maybe the last two or so. Chris.
Let's go A.
Okay. And Malcolm.
A.
A. Zach.
A.
A. And Brian.
A.
Okay, we'll clean sweep it this time for A. So you guys got episode 3, Revenge of the Sith over Sorry to Bother You.
Okay.
All right, so there you go. Okay, and going down to Malcolm.
A.
A. All right, Zach.
B.
B. Brian.
A.
A. And Chris.
Let's go A.
A. Okay, A win this time, and this will be Kong Skull Island over 22 Jump
Oh.
Street.
Yes.
So
Okay.
disappointing because I like 22 Jump Street. But
All right, so that is the first side. There we go. We've got our first matchups here for when we get to these inner brackets, and I gotta be very careful when I scoot over here, make sure I don't reveal anything as I scroll back up. All right, we're gonna get to the other side, and we'll see what other kind of interesting matchups we get here. Scroll a little bit just till I see just the edge of that. All right, there we go. Just enough. Okay, same thing applies. Let me update my names here as we've got. Okay, Zach, you're up first this time for the other side.
A.
A. All right, Brian.
B.
B. Chris.
A.
A. And Malcolm.
B.
B. Okay, tie to Zach.
I'm sticking with A.
A. Okay, so our first matchup over here will be not quite. A little up. All right, A will be Guardians of the Galaxy over Iron Man 3. So we had a little NCU matchup there.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm not bummed with that.
All right.
I'm okay with it.
Okay. All right. Next is Brian.
A.
A. Okay, Chris.
Let's go A.
A. And Malcolm.
B.
B. And Zach.
A.
A. All right. A wins. And that will be original Star Wars over Ted. So New Hope over Ted.
GYBC.
That's right. All right, here we go down. Chris is up next.
Let's go B this time.
Okay, B. Malcolm.
A.
Hey, Zach.
A.
Okay, and Brian.
B.
B. All right, so it'll be tied to Brian.
I'll go A this time.
Okay, go up to A, and A will be The Shining over Insidious. All right, I wore the shirt for it. Nice. So it's in.
I almost
Sorry,
wore my
Gordon.
Insidious shirt. I mean, I
Sorry,
almost wore my
Gordon.
Shining shirt.
Insidious
Sorry,
can't.
Gordon.
Insidious can't catch a break on tournament fights. Sorry, buddy. All right, Malcolm, you're up.
B.
B. Okay, Zach.
B.
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 Chris. Or Brown.
Let's go with A.
Okay, but it'll be all 3-1 for B, and B wins with Knives Out over Love and Mercy.
Oh yes, I'm glad
Okay.
that was that one.
Okay, all right.
Really
So
so
Knives
good.
Out moves on. All right, going down to our next one. It will be Zach.
A.
Okay. All right, and Brian.
I'll also go with A.
A, and Chris.
And I'll also go A.
Okay, and Malcolm.
A.
Hey, all right, clean sweep. You guys are big on A. We'll see what it is. It is Face Off over the
Oh.
Departed.
Oh, that kind of hurts. God, move those for me. They're so good. So I'm glad that Face Off is on there though.
Yeah. Well, and for Face Off, I got the clip, so I'll play it.
What a predicament.
All right, Brian.
Face Off is such a damn good movie.
I'll go B.
B, okay. Chris.
Let's go B.
B. Malcolm.
A.
A. All right, and Zach.
A.
Okay, it's a tie to Chris.
Let's go B.
Okay, so B wins for this one. Scrolling over. The Secret of the Ooze over Titanic. Which is what Jordan would have voted for anyways.
Yeah. God, that makes me happy.
Or
All
did you,
right.
did you
The
go?
Turtles is in there.
That's right. Okay. All right, scrolling on down. Next up will be Chris.
Let's go A.
Okay. All right. And Malcolm.
A.
A. All right. Zach
B.
and Brian.
A.
A wins. Okay, and that'll be Rocket Man over Dick Tracy.
Okay.
Oh no!
I kind of wanted Dick Tracy to win. Get out of here,
Dick
but
Tracy to win.
yeah. All right. Well, Rocket Man takes it this time. Okay. All right. Going down to Malcolm.
A.
A. Zach.
A.
A. Brian.
B.
B. And Chris.
Let's go B.
All right. Tie to Malcolm then.
Sticking with A.
See with A. Okay. A wins, and that'll be Smile over Joker.
Okay, that's
So,
a good matchup, actually.
Two smiles. Yeah, two smiling posters.
Oh.
And that's how it came up in the thing. So I thought that was fun.
Wow.
All right. But,
Jordan can't
Smile
catch a break.
wins. All right. Smile takes this
I'm
one.
not disappointed by that one.
Okay. Going to Zach.
B.
B. Brian.
I'll go B this time.
Okay. And Chris.
I'll go A.
A. And Malcolm.
A.
Okay. It's a tie. Go back down to Zach.
B.
B. Okay. All right. B will be Happy Gilmore over
There
the
we
Walk.
go.
Okay. Sandman's got 2 in there so far. Okay. All right. Going down. And next is Brian.
B.
Okay. Okay. And Chris.
I'll go B.
B. Malcolm.
B.
And Zach.
A.
Okay. It'll be B. And B will be Memphis Belle over Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Okay, got to put that one out too.
Yeah.
I mean,
right.
Memphis Belle is amazing though, but yeah, no, that hurts.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Next matchup going to Chris.
Let's go A.
Okay. All right. Malcolm.
A.
Okay. Zach
A.
and Brian.
Actually, sweep it. A.
Clean sweeping for A. All right. That'll be Beverly Hills Cop over Mighty Morphin Power
Okay.
Rangers, the movie. All right. So Murphy takes out the Power Rangers. All right. There you go. Malcolm.
I believe in B.
Believe in B. All right. Zach?
B.
B. Brian?
B.
Okay. And Chris?
I believe I can fly. B.
Okay, so clean sweep for B, and B will be Looper over Austin Powers. That's why you shagged me.
That hurt a little bit, but
All
Looper's
right.
so friggin' good.
Yeah. All right. All right, going down. Zach?
A.
A. All right. And Brian?
A.
A. Chris?
Let's go B.
Okay. And Malcolm?
B.
Okay, it's a tie back down to Zach.
A.
Okay, A. All right, A moves The World's End over The Suicide Squad. Okay. All right. And we're winding it down here. Not too much more. A couple more matchups. Brian.
B.
Okay. And Chris.
A.
A. Malcolm.
B.
And Zach.
A.
A. Okay, that's the time. Move up to Brian.
I'll go A this time.
Okay, he'll go A, and we will go Goodfellas over Argo.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Although both of those are so good.
All
Best
right.
picture winners, I believe.
Yeah. Chris.
Let's go B.
B. Malcolm.
A.
A. Zach.
B.
B. And Brian.
B.
B. Okay, so that will be Volunteers over Life of Pi.
Yes. Glad that Life of Pi got knocked out of there.
There you go.
Here's amazing too.
Okay, this might be the last one, I believe. All right, last votes. Okay, Malcolm, you're up first. Last vote.
B.
B. Zach.
B.
B. Brian.
B.
B. And Chris.
B.
Okay, clean sweep for the final one. B will be Cinderella Man over V for Vendetta.
Yes,
All
I'm happy about that one.
All right, there we go. Okay, so we have all of our matchups set for now the regular kind of votes. But again, there's no theme, so anything goes. It's a mystery tournament, so vote wherever you want. And this one, yeah, anything can happen. But we're kind of back to sort of regular tournament fights here, and then we'll go to the speed round. All right, so we got our first matchups here. Let's kind of take a look at these matchups that we came out with. Gone Girl versus East Side Sushi will be kind of your first official matchup here tonight. So, Zach, any thoughts on this one?
I mean, I've never heard of East Side Sushi, and Gone Girl is a good movie, so Gone Girl.
Yeah. Brian?
Yeah, same here. I haven't seen East Side Sushi, but I did enjoy Gone Girl. Was the picture won the Oscar that year, and it might make my acting 128, but I'll go with Gone Girl.
Mm-hmm. Chris?
I did a rewatch of Gone Girl, and I really liked it, so I'm going to go with that one. I have not seen East Side Sushi.
Yes, I haven't either. Malcolm?
East Side Sushi sounds interesting, but I haven't seen it. Gone Girl.
Yeah, and I don't like sushi at all, so I'll go Gone Girl. So, all right, Gone Girl, clean sweep. We kind of figured that would happen. Antoine Fisher and Grown Ups. So we're going to Brian.
Yeah, if you watch on Saturday, we did our Saturday rankings. Malcolm ranked this film high, but I do enjoy Grown Ups. It's a decent comedy, good ensemble. Don't watch the sequel. The sequel's not good, but the first film has a good story, so I'm going with Grown Ups.
Grown Ups, okay. Chris?
Yeah, I'll go with Grown Ups here. I think it's a great comedy. I think it has a solid story. But yeah, number 2 is an absolute pile of garbage.
Okay. Malcolm?
Yeah, I do really like Grown Ups. I think it's fun, but I think Antoine Fisher's a better movie. Antoine Fisher.
Yeah, I think Antoine Fisher's the better movie as well. But I think it's also a case of what might lose to Gone Girl, but we'll see. Zach?
Yeah, I've seen Grown Ups, and I think it's okay. It's not bad, but it's nothing special for me. And Antoine Fisher, I haven't seen, but I'm really interested in seeing it. So for that, I'm going to go with Antoine Fisher.
Okay, all right. So good old Denzel in there, Antoine Fisher. All right, going Top Gun Maverick and Inglourious Bastards. So we got Tom Cruise versus Brad Pitt here.
I like that.
Okay, all right, Chris.
This is really tough because I love both these movies so much. But you know what? I'm going to go with Top Gun Maverick. Top Gun Maverick's definitely a little better. I think it's a better solid story. The music is incredible. All around a better film.
Okay. Malcolm?
Yeah, Top Gun Maverick's great, but I'm going to Tim and Glorious Bastards. Glorious Bastards.
Sure. I would champion the Tarantino if it was higher up in my personal Tarantino rankings. And Glorious Bastards kind of mid-tier Tarantino for me. It's still good. It just goes on a little too long for me. But yeah, I love Top Gun Maverick, so I'll go Top Gun. Zach?
Yeah, I think both are good movies, but I enjoyed Top Gun Maverick more than Inglourious Basterds, so Top Gun Maverick.
Mm-hmm. All right, Brian.
Yeah, I like Inglourious Basterds as well, but I did love Top Gun Maverick. It was my top five of that year. Great legacy sequel. Great performance by Glenn Powell. His breakout role there. I'll go Top Gun Maverick.
Okay, so Top Gun Maverick. We'll take this one. All right, going down to 8 Mile and Man of Steel. Malcolm.
This is actually pretty tough because both of these movies are great. I do really enjoy Man of Steel, but I'm going to go for 8 Mile here because I think 8 Mile is great. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like both these a lot. I wish Eminem would come back and like make some more movies other than just random cameo appearances and things like that, or just little comedic bits. Make another dramatic movie. Man, I love Man of Steel, but just since the mystery tournament, we don't see it that much. I'll go 8 Mile. Zach?
Yeah, this is actually easy for me. I haven't seen 8 Mile, but I'm not a huge fan of Man of Steel. There are definite issues that I have with it. So I'm going to go with 8 Mile.
Okay. Brian?
Yeah, I have to agree with Malcolm and Austin here. Man of Steel we see a bunch of times, but 8 Mile doesn't pop up that much stir fry, so I'll go 8 Mile.
Okay. And Chris?
I'm going to go to 8 Mile here because of Brittany Murphy's performance in the movie is amazing. I love her opposite Eminem. Yeah, like you said, doesn't really pop up that often. It's a great movie. I wish she'd do some more serious roles. So 8 Mile here.
Hey, real quick fun fact. You want to feel old? Eminem's about to be a grandfather.
I saw that. Holy shit, dude. Yeah.
So, because old Haley's about to have a kid.
Yes.
So, there you go. Eminem's going to be a grandpa.
I love that video they did for it.
Michael Shannon matchup, I believe, as well, because both of them are in the same film. Different films.
Yeah, Michael Shannon, is in 8 Mile. Yeah, he sure is.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, he's only got like 2 scenes. He has the little fight with Eminem in the trailer.
Oh.
Yeah, he's kind of the asshole boyfriend. Role models and Cowboy Bebop, the movie. All right, it's on me. I'm not an anime guy, Chris. Hey, look, if you are, that's cool. It's just not. I just literally say, like, I don't crap on it. It's just not for me. Not for me. Hey, but if you love it, awesome. I know a lot of people do. But role models is a lot of fun. And I mean, it's got a little almost like an anime thing because they're always dressing up and doing kind of cosplay sort of things and doing LARPing and so it's very geeky stuff. Hey, how about for both of these I say
get those nerds! What?
A bunch of nerds in these movies. All right, role models. Zach?
Yeah, I kind of agree with you, Pez. Like, I'm not an anime guy. I have nothing against it. But also, Role Models was fun when I watched it. So, Role Models.
Yeah, no, it's just literally just not for me. That's all it is. If you like it, awesome, man. I love a lot of people do. Brian?
Yeah, I'm not an anime guy either. I do love Role Models. It had lots of it's a lot of fun, great laughs. I love Christopher Mintz-Plasse and Bobby J. Thompson in the film. I even met Christopher Mintz-Plasse at a convention recently. And Jay Lynch is hilarious in the film, so go Role Models.
Role Models. All right, Chris?
So I know it's not going to go through, but I got to give some more love to Cowboy Bebop, my favorite anime series of all time. And I was not really an anime guy before this one, for this whole series and for this movie. I think they're amazing. Great story. Almost a space epic Western kind of thing. It's definitely brutal like it needs to be at times. There's fun, loving characters. Like you feel like you're instantly along with this crew. But yeah, Role Models is great. And I definitely understand the love for it, but I'm going to just give a vote to Cowboy Bebop, even though it's not going to go through.
Yeah, no, for sure. Mark?
I mean, I do love anime. I just haven't seen Cowboy Bebop, the movie. Role Models.
Yeah, the closest thing I've come to really liking, Chris, is the Akira movie. I thought the Akira movie was
Akira's
really
so good. Yes.
Yeah, I bought it on 4K, so yeah, I did.
I need that one on 4K.
Yeah, it was good. So, all right,
my birthday is in November. Just saying.
Gotcha. All right, sounds good. Put it on that Amazon wish list. The Tree of Life over and Scrooged, Zach.
Yeah. So, This is another easy one for me. Tree of Life, because I am not actually a Bill Murray fan, so Tree of Life.
Okay, Brian.
I first Tree of Life at Walt Disney World than this movie, so I'll go with Scrooge and Great Christmas Comedy.
Yeah, Chris.
So I can't say I've ever seen Tree of Life, but I love Scrooge. I think Scrooge is a dark, awesome, sort of messed up comedic version of this. So I love it. Let's go with that one.
Yeah, Malcolm.
Yeah, I haven't seen Tree of Life, so Scrooged.
Okay, and I have seen Tree of Life, and I have one word for it. So I like Scrooged a lot. Yeah, it gets better every year I see it. Great take on the Ebenezer Scrooge thing. So I'll go Scrooge as well. And we don't see it a lot in tournament fights outside of kind of Christmassy tournaments.
Yeah, my show for the Christmas tournament this year, maybe.
Yeah, for sure. So we'll see. Yeah, because Jordan's going to do some random holiday movie tournament things. We're going to kind of like the horror ones we did. All right, going down to The Cable Guy and A Quiet Place Part 2. Two horror movies. I contend. Cable Guy is absolutely a horror movie. I would contend that. Brian, what you got?
Yeah, I enjoy Quiet Place, but I see The Cable Guy much more so than The Cable Guy.
Cable Guy. All right. Chris?
I am not a fan of Cable Guy. I know I've said that to Jordan like a zillion times. I try to like this movie. This movie's too weird for me. And not to say Quiet Place 2 isn't also freaking weird, but the movie's amazing. Yeah, I love that universe. I want more. It's a masterpiece.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Malcolm.
I like Cable Guy, but I really love A Quiet Place Part 2. I think it's a really good continuation of the franchise. So Quiet Place Part 2.
Yeah. And hey, Malcolm, you know what A Quiet Place Part 2 has? A great opening scene. Will it be brought up on Rankum Top Horror Opening Scenes? Tune in Sunday to find out. There's your plug, Malcolm. We'll see. It could make it. And so could the first one as well. They both have great opening scenes.
Oh, and day one. God.
Yeah, they all have good opening scenes. But, I'll go Quiet Place Part 2 because of that opening is very strong and it's still a pretty solid follow-up, excuse me. Zach?
Yeah, so I actually saw A Quiet Place, the first one, this year, like months ago for the first time, and I really enjoyed it. I just haven't gotten around to Part 2, but I'm more wanting to watch that than Cable Guy. So Quiet Place Part 2.
All right, sounds good. So Quiet Place Part 2.
If you love the first one, you would like the second one. It's pretty much that same kind of formula. So
yeah, for sure. Got Revenge of the Sith and Kong Skull Island. So Chris.
You know what? Yeah, I'll go a Kong Skull Island here.
Yeah. All right, Malcolm.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Kong Skull Island. I think it's a decent movie, but I really enjoy Star Wars Episode 3. I think it's the best of the prequels, and I think it's legitimately great. So Star Wars Episode 3.
Yeah, this one might be the toughest one so far for me because I think Revenge of the Sith is great. Rewatched it again recently. It's really, really good. I'm also a huge fan of Kong Skull Island. I think it's the best of the MonsterVerse movies, the current string. It's super entertaining. Oh my God, that movie is ridiculously entertaining. So yeah, this is a tricky one. Just because, again, oddly enough, we don't see it that much on these tournaments. I'll go with Revenge of the Sith just for now. Zach?
Yeah, so this is tough because I like both movies. Slightly, I'm going to go Kong Skull Island.
Whole might need the one going through. Brian?
Yeah, say it all right either one. I do love Kong, but yeah, also you showed me Revenge of the Sith doesn't pop up tournament fights that much, so I'll go Revenge of the Sith.
I think the last time it popped up was when we did the movies that take place on In Other Worlds tournament or the 05 tournament, something like that. Those are the last two times it popped up. So, all right. Revenge of the Sith. All right, there we go. Let's jump to the other side and see what our other half of the wacky matchups here. All right, so we got a very kind of similar thing here. We got Guardians of the Galaxy and Star Wars, so very kind of a Han and Chewie thing, group of misfits. All right, Malcolm.
Yeah, this is a tricky one because I'm going for logic. Like, Star Wars comes up a lot, and I know MCU comes up a lot. I can't remember the last time the first Guardians has come up, so I'm going to go Guardians of the Galaxy. This one.
I think I'll go with A New Hope on this one, just because we see it occasionally, but it never seems to have any any luck on here, because most people kind of have it in sort of in the middle of their rankings and whatnot, and it's still Star Wars, man. So I'll go with the OG Star Wars here, just to see what happens. Zach?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Guardians of the Galaxy because I've really enjoyed it. But also, to me, the A New Hope, while it's good, I feel like at times it does get a little overpraised. But that's just, in my opinion, I think it's good, but it's not outstanding for me. So, Guardians of the Galaxy.
All right, Brian.
Yeah, interesting. Guardians of the Galaxy, yeah, it's a great MC movie, but yeah, for New Hope, you always see it for people 64s. You don't see it pop up a lot. Like I said, the movie Side of Earth or 64s. I'll go with New Hope on this one.
Okay. Yeah, Malcolm, maybe it'll win when we get to 1977 ladder series. It'll
Yeah.
win. We'll see.
Yeah.
Star Wars now. I got The Shining and we got
I
Knives
know,
Out.
anyways, but yeah,
What's that?
I didn't actually vote on that one.
Oh, did I not? Oh, did I? I'm sorry. I thought.
Like sorry, Malcolm.
Oh, my bad. I had 5 votes on here. Why did I have 5 votes? I don't
Yeah.
know. Okay. Sorry, buddy. Go ahead.
I mean, it went through anyways. The one I would have voted for, but I would.
No, it technically. Well, I don't know if it has. Let me redo the votes real quick. I'm sorry, I screwed that one up. So Malcolm voted for Guardians, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I voted for Star Wars. Zach voted for Guardians.
I vote for
and
Star
then Brian
Wars.
voted for Star Wars. Okay, I'm sorry. So it's a tie. So you have all the power, Chris. Actually, sorry about that.
So
Sorry
no,
about that,
you're
buddy.
good. So as far as between these two movies, I really like Guardians. Both of these are on my top 120, are on my top 164. But yeah, I love the OG Star Wars. It has to be at the top of my favorites of the Star Wars films. I think it's awesome what it does for the universe it creates, the atmosphere and everything. It is an incredible film. I'm going to have to go with Star Wars.
All right,
A New
sounds
Hope.
good. Yeah,
And that
sorry about
poster is
that, Chris.
always so dope. You're good, dude.
Well, no, yeah, I think we even had it in like when we did the posters tournament, just because it's still a kind of pretty iconic old school poster right there. Yeah, for sure.
It is sick.
Oh yeah. So Knives Out and The Shining is up next. Me, yeah, I think this one I wore the T-shirt tonight. The Shining. Yeah, I couldn't believe it hasn't won anything yet. The other night I scrolled through and it hasn't. And I enjoy Knives Out for what it is, but I'm more of a Glass Onion guy, so I'll go with The Shining. Zach.
Yeah, so I really like Knives Out, but The Shining is in my top 64. So The Shining.
Okay, Brian.
Yeah, for me, Knives Out was okay. It's kind of predictable based on the trailer when they first released. I knew who the killer was for the trailer when the film began. But yes, this is spooky season. I'll go for The Shining.
Mm-hmm. Chris.
So between these two movies, I love Knives Out. I think it's a great movie, but I definitely like the second one better. But yeah, The Shining is definitely in my mind raised higher on my list, and I absolutely love my dope Shining shirt I got a couple days ago. So I'm going to have to go with that one.
Oh yeah, Malcolm.
Yeah, I do like The Shining. I think it's great, but I think Knives Out is spectacular. Like, it's just a really good murder mystery and a lot of fun. And I personally didn't think it was that predictable. Knives Out.
Okay. All right, The Shining goes through. And by the way, if you haven't seen, this isn't a spoiler at all. Jack Nicholson's son is in Smile 2. Ray Nicholson, and he has a nice scene where he very much looks like him with a creepy smile. So I'll just say that doesn't spoil anything. Just he's in there and he's giving creepy smiles, and it's fun. So, yeah.
Oh, I have to say, if they ever could do Smile 3, they need to get another relative of a famous actor. They had Kevin Bacon's daughter in the first one. Now they got
right.
son.
Yeah, maybe they'll get Lily Rose Depp or something in the third one. Like one of these other kids, or something like that. All right, so we'll go to Face Off and Secret of the Ooze. All right, so Zach.
Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't seen any of the original Ninja Turtles movies, but I think not yet. But I finally saw Face Off, I think last year for the first time, and I really enjoyed it. So Face Off.
All right, Brian.
Yeah, go Ninja, go for Secret Use. But for this, we don't see Face Off pop up a lot of terrified, so I'll go with Face Off.
Yeah, Chris.
This is really tough because I know that it's not going to go through. But yeah, Face Off is such a damn good movie, anyways. But I'm going to have to give some more love to TMNT. I remember seeing these movies in theaters with my brothers and my mom. My mom took us to go see these movies in theaters. A lot of fond memories. So I'm going to go with TMNT too.
Okay.
And yeah, Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go is
Go
amazing.
Ninja, go Ninja, go. Malcolm.
I don't care for the original 90s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies. I think they're fine, but Face Off is great, and yeah, it doesn't come up a lot. I believe we're going to see it in a couple of later series when we get to 97, but yeah.
Yeah, no, we will see it. Yeah, pretty soon for 97 for sure. Yeah, and again, it doesn't come up that often. I think it's still a lot of fun. It's a little over long for what it is when you watch it, but I still think it's a lot of fun. Probably John Woo's, maybe his best like sort of American fare. And I think Secret of the Ooze it's fun enough, but I think it's a significant step down from the first one. So I'll go with Face Off. So there you go. All right, Face Off it is. Going down to Rocket Man, not the Harlan Williams one. And speaking of Smile, yeah, the original Smile. So, Brian.
I haven't seen Smile, but Walker Man is my 64. I love him for my direction. He should have been nominated for that role. Great for the Mountain John, so I go Rocket Man.
Rocket Man, all right. Chris?
So I'm gonna go with Smile because I love that movie so much. I still have yet to see the second one. I definitely want to. That movie definitely lives rent free in my mind, horror wise. It's freaking terrifying. But yeah, I can't stand Rocket Man.
Yeah. Okay, all right, sure. How come?
Yeah, I like Rocket Man. It's definitely a fun musical and a fun take on the biopic. And I quite like it when they take a swing on doing a different style for both. Because I think Pharrell's done a Lego version of his life just recently. But I love I love Smile, and I think it's great. So I'm gonna go Smile.
Okay. Yeah, no, I rewatched Smile this week before I went and saw Smile 2. Don't worry, I will not spoil anything, I promise, other than Ray Nicholson's good in it. But yeah, like it still is really good. I think it almost kind of does to me the Ring concept better than the Ring, with the whole like you got a week and you got to figure out what to do and things driving you crazy. But yes, Chris, Smile 2 is bonkers. It's insane. You should definitely check it out. It's nuts. That's all I'll say. It kind of blew me away as far as I think it's even better than the first one. So
wow.
I'm in that camp, but yeah, I'll go Smile. Zach?
Yeah, and I was going to go with Rocket Man. It's in my top 64. I think it has a lot of amazing performances, and it got me to really enjoy Elton John more as an artist. So I was going to go with Rocket Man.
No, fair enough. But all right, looks like Smile is going to move on. So there we go. Going to Happy Gilmore and Memphis Belle. Chris, I think that's a Raw special. I think. Yeah, Chris.
Same. I know. I actually picked up Memphis Belle. It's in my 164.
Oh, is it? Okay, I gotcha.
It is. But God, between these two, you know what? I'm gonna give some more love to Happy Gilmore and knock it out of the park.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Malcolm?
As Bear said, like I remember making Christmas brackets was when Triana knew Memphis Belle was on his. But yeah, I haven't seen it. And I think Happy Gilmore is great. So Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, Happy Gilmore is still my favorite Sandler. I have not seen Memphis Belle, Chris, but maybe I'll get around to it at some point if I come across it on a streaming service or something. Yeah, but I'll go Happy Gilmore for now. Zach?
Yeah, I haven't seen Memphis Belle yet, but Happy Gilmore, I believe, is probably in my top 20 movies of all time. So Happy Gilmore.
All right, and Brian?
I haven't heard Memphis Belle till this tournament. Happy Gilmore is my second Sandler film. I'll go with Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore. All right, so there we go. Okay, going down to Beverly Hills Cop and Looper. And funny enough, isn't JGL in Beverly Hills Cop Axel Foley?
Yes, he is.
Okay, so there you go. Nice little roundabout there. Malcolm?
I don't care for Looper, Beverly Hills Cop.
I don't care for Beverly Hills Cop, so I'll go Looper. Zach?
Yeah, so Looper I do enjoy, especially with Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I think it's a good story. But I really, really like Beverly Hills Cop. I think it has that great mix of action and comedy. And Eddie Murphy was a great choice for Axel Foley, so Beverly Hills Cop.
All right. Brian?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Looper. I do enjoy Beverly Hills Cop, so I'll go Beverly Hills Cop.
Okay. And Chris?
Only because I think that Beverly Hills Cop is 2 is better than the first one. I'm gonna go with Looper and Cool because I think Looper's amazing. Anyways, I love that dynamic between the two of them. It's freaking
All right.
awesome.
All right, close votes here, but Beverly Hills Cop, well, Eddie Murphy will take this one. So, all right, going down to the World's End and Goodfellas. World's End gets better every time I see it. Kind of my second favorite Cornetto right now. But rewatched Goodfellas again recently. Showed it to my girl for the first time. She enjoyed it. The movie just still rocks on all cylinders. Like once it gets going, and just really, really rewatchable and entertaining. So I'll go Goodfellas. Zach.
So I haven't seen The World's End. I've seen the other two in the trilogy. I just haven't gotten around to World's End. But I did. I have seen Goodfellas, and I did enjoy it when I watched it. So Goodfellas.
Goodfellas. All right, Brian.
Yeah, I do enjoy World's End, but I love Goodfellas a lot. It's a great performance by Pacino, Leo and Pesci. Great use of music. I'll go with Goodfellas.
Goodfellas. All right, Chris.
I'm gonna definitely go with Goodfellas here. I think it's amazing how that one scene in the bar is my favorite about how do you think I'm a clown is all ad-libbed. Blew my fucking mind. It's incredible. Yeah.
Goodfellas.
Yep.
All right. Sounds good. Malcolm.
It's a better with movies that have bars and I love Goodfellas. I think it's great. I'm gonna go the World's End. I think it's good, and I don't think it gets a lot of love here.
Well, speaking of bars, Malcolm, Billy Bats has something to say for us at the bar.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
All right, so there you go. All right, so Goodfellas moves on, and I think this is the final one. We have Volunteers, the lesser known Tom Hanks, John Candy, and Cinderella Man. So Zach.
I watched. I think I saw Volunteers for the first time a couple years ago, and it's a good movie. But Cinderella Man is in my top 10 of all time. So Cinderella Man.
All right, Brian.
Yeah, I haven't seen Volunteers, but I do enjoy Cinderella Man. Great performances with Renee Zellweger, Russell Crowe, Paul Giamatti. So I go with Cinderella Man.
Cinderella Man. All right. Chris, I know you're a big fan of Volunteers.
Yeah, I love Volunteers. I just happened to pick that movie up from a thrift store of all things. I mean, I love the cast in that movie is ridiculous. I know that we have seen Tom Hanks do comedy before, but I didn't know he did a movie with John Candy. But I love the writing in that movie, the cinematography. Just it's a hell of a lot of fun, and yeah, it's great. I feel like it doesn't get enough love, and I feel like more people should see it. So let's go Volunteers here.
I think more people talk about the other one year before that, Splash, that has John Candy and Tom Hanks a little bit more. And Volunteers is kind of like the.
Sure, it does. Okay.
No, I was just gonna say, I think Volunteers is kind of the lesser talked about Tom Hanks, John Candy movie, from around the same time. So
yeah, it's good to know they do ASAP Cruise about that.
Yeah, exactly. So if you ever heard about ASAP, where it's what are the two Tom Hanks, John Candy movies? There you go. Volunteers and Splash. Malcolm.
Haven't seen Volunteers, Cinderella Man.
I'm the same way. I just haven't gotten around to Volunteers yet. It's one of those like weird blind spots. I'm still getting around to all of Tom Hanks's like comedies from around that time. I still need to watch like Money Pit and a few of those things. But Cinderella Man is great. Rewatched it again recently, so it really, really holds up. So I'll go Cinderella Man. All right, so we are done. We are making great time, and let's make even better time. And I'll hit this, and we'll get going.
Gotta go fast.
All right, speed round time. You guys know how it
Wait
works.
for the new movie.
Oh, there you go.
The Shadow.
Well, we'll talk about that movie, Malcolm, on the anticipated tournament, which we'll do at the end of this year, right? Which we're finalizing the list for right now.
So that the Hedgehog
is awesome.
Oh, it comes out this year.
Oh, it comes out this. Does it in December? I could have sworn it was like February. Am I wrong?
Nope.
Okay.
Unless it's been moved recently.
Did it get moved? I could have sworn that was coming out early next year. Yeah,
it comes out this year.
No, I'm happy to be wrong. I just I could have sworn it was coming out. I guess it is. Okay, didn't know that. I thought a Christmas movie. Okay, sounds good. All right. Anyways, all right. Speed round. You guys know how it works. Brian, what we got? Gone Girl and Antoine Fisher.
Gone Girl.
Gone Girl. All right. Chris.
I'm gonna go with Gone Girl.
Gone Girl. Malcolm.
I'm gonna go Antoine Fisher.
I'll go Gone Girl. Zach?
Gone Girl.
Gone Girl. Okay, into the Elite Eight for tonight. All right, going down to Top Gun Maverick and 8 Mile. Chris?
Let's go with 8 Mile here.
Okay. And Malcolm?
Yeah, Top Gun Mavericks won a couple of tournaments. 8 Mile.
Yeah, I'll go 8 Mile for that. For silly reasons. There's no theme tonight. I'll go 8 Mile. Zach?
Top Gun Maverick.
Maverick. And Brian?
8 Mile to the 8.
All right, 8 Mile to the Elite Eight. We got Role Models and Scrooged. I'll go comedy matchup here. Okay, Malcolm?
Scrooged.
I'll go Role Models. Zach?
Role Models.
Role Models. And Brian?
Well, she screws the Chris Turbid Role Models.
Okay.
Role Models.
Role Models. All right. And the Elite. We don't see that movie that often, so there we go. Okay. I got A Quiet Place Part 2 and Revenge of the Sith. I'll go Revenge of the Sith, but I don't mind either one. Zach?
Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith. Okay.
Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith. Chris?
This is tough, but yeah, I like both these, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Revenge of the Sith.
Okay. And Malcolm?
I would have gone Quiet Place Part 2.
Okay, a close one, but Revenge of the Sith into the Elite Eight. All right, so let's go back up on the other side, and we'll start with Star Wars: A New Hope and The Shining. So Kubrick versus Lucas. Let's see the first. All right, back down to Zach. Just have to double check my names here.
The Shining.
Shining. All right, Brian.
For spooky season, the Shining.
The Shining. All right, Chris.
This is tough, but you know what? I'm glad that Shining made it to the Elite Eight, but I'm going to have to go with Star Wars: A New Hope. I don't feel like that movie gets enough love. I think the movie's incredible.
Malcolm?
The Shining.
And I wore the t-shirt for tonight, so I'll go with The Shining. All right. And we talked about it on Wheel of Movies. You can find that episode in honor of Shelley Duvall on the channel, so go check that out. All right, going down to Face Off and Smile. So smile with your face off. That's right. All right, smile your face off. Brian?
Face Off.
Face Off, okay. Chris?
Smile.
All right. And Malcolm?
Smile.
I'll go Smile. And welcome, Jordan Anderson. You're just in time for the Elite Eight of the speed round.
Yeah. Well, I forgot how fast these things go with the blind voting, so it's all right. I had a crazy situation at work where I could not get here, so but it's all good. What are we voting on?
Smile
and Face Off.
Oh, Smile for sure.
Okay. All right. And Zach?
Face Off.
Okay.
All right.
So Smile.
But I have to ask though, did Eastside Sushi do anything? Because I vote
Eastside Sushi got out of the blind first round by chance.
Yeah. Was anyone else seeing it? Because I watched it for this.
No.
It was really hard to find. It was on Stars, and it's a sweet little kind of just like tale about like two cultures kind of coming together, and the Spanish mom wants to teach her. Well, she wants to learn how to make sushi and then bring it to her family, kind of thing. So it's pretty much kind of like what the description sounds, but it's pretty like fun for the whole family. I'll say that.
And Jordan, Insidious Lost.
Sorry.
Of course, I can never be here for effing Insidious. I'm never here. You will
And
never
also,
vote for the
Cable
greatest
Guy.
horror movie ever made.
It's not the greatest horror movie ever
It
made.
is hands down the
Not even
biggest.
close.
Hands down.
Not even
And I'll argue
close.
that to my death.
You'll be alone on that island. Chris, Happy Gilmore and Beverly Hills Cop.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Okay. Malcolm?
Beverly Hills Cop.
I'll go Happy Gilmore. Jordan?
Oh yeah, Happy Gilmore. What are we doing? Happy
so-
Gilmore.
Yeah, both movies in my top 64, but I'm going to go with Beverly Hills Cop.
Oh man.
Yeah, all right, Brian.
Battle of the SNL Stars, Sandler versus Murphy. I'll go Happy Gilmore.
Okay,
All right,
but it'll be a tie. And the last time we left on the ties, when we still had 4, we were at Chris. So Chris has the
So
tiebreaker.
Beverly Hills Cop, baby.
Oh my God! Come on, Chris.
No.
You gotta do the right thing.
I know now
No.
you're just like
Chris, Well, Chris had a nice hot take right
Great
at the
show.
top of the show. Furiosa did not make it out of the first round, but Chris gave his take on it as he watched it and said he hated it. So there you go, Chris.
He hated it? Get
Yeah.
out of here. Okay.
It was
Well,
like it was like
well, a
2
new
house
schedule for
cars,
the rest
bro.
of the week with somebody else? No.
Yep. Yep. Oh, look at me. I'm suddenly not on any
You
shows.
hated it. Wow. I never heard that
Not on
take
next
before.
show.
But he did
Another
love
show on-
Garfield 5 out of 5 plus.
Yeah, I love Garfield. Garfield was great.
Garfield?
Bro.
That,
Yeah.
I'm going to show
Garfield
that
was
to my
amazing.
dog, that movie. I'm sorry.
Garfield is awesome. You haters,
Anyway.
go hate yourselves. Man.
Oh, I forgot to make a meme. I was gonna make a meme, find some Chris Facebook picture and say, like, if you don't like this movie, go play in traffic or something.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna make you one before the end of the show, Chris.
You're like Garfield. Oh my god.
But
Please.
I'm too
Please.
busy. I can't do it while I'm multitasking like 3 things right now, though. So I can't do it. I gotta wait a minute.
Do it during Garfield's bugs.
But Malcolm,
I love that that is still a thing.
You like Garfield, but you don't like Furiosa. That is gonna
Yeah.
stick with me for a long time.
Furiosa was painful. Oh my god. Why?
Malcolm, Goodfellas, and Cinderella Man.
Look, before I vote, I'll defend Chris's take on Garfield. I thought it was fun. But anyway, I'm going to go vote Goodfellas here.
Thank
But
you.
not the greatest animated movie you've ever seen, though.
Goodfellas. Jordan.
It's Goodfellas and what's the other one?
Cinderella Man.
Oh, Goodfellas. Yeah.
Cinderella Man.
Zach.
Cinderella Man.
Cinderella
Cinderella Man.
Man.
Come on.
Brian.
He's not a good fella, he's a bad fella. Goodfellas.
Okay. And Chris.
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas. All right. Is in the 8. All right. We got our lead 8. All right. We're moving on and scrolling on down. So our first matchup. All right, will be Gone Girl and 8 Mile. Me, I'll go Gone Girl. Jordan.
Yeah, I'll pretty easily go Gone Girl.
Gone Girl. Zach.
Only because I've seen it. Gone Girl.
Gone Girl. Brian.
Yeah, I'm glad Abel made it to the 8, but I'll go Gone Girl.
Okay. All right. And Chris.
And I'll go Gone Girl.
Gone Girl. Malcolm.
I'll go 8 Mile.
Okay, just close, but Gone Girl into the final 4. All right, going to Role Models and Revenge of the Sith. Jordan.
Interesting. Because I was thinking about the movies we have here. That's interesting. But I'll go probably Revenge of the Sith.
Well, you have to remember the wacky voting in the first round. So there's a lot of like wacky matchups. A lot of movies that didn't
That
make
is
it.
true. I'm like these movies made it this far.
We had Tree of Life beat Office Space.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And also, Zach said he doesn't like Office Space.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, you're
All
wrong on that. No, I'm just
Is
kidding.
it on my? Is it on
It's an opinion. It's fine.
Zach. Revenge of the Sith are a role model.
Episode 3.
So 3. All right, and Brian.
Role models.
Role models. Chris.
Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith. Malcolm.
Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, I'll go Revenge of the Sith. Why not? So Revenge of the Sith. Okay. All right. On the other side, we got The Shining and Smile. Two more smiling posters up against each other. All right.
Too bad it couldn't be Smile 2 for Jack Nicholson's son.
Well, yeah, no, we talked about that. I said, we had a nice coincidence with, Ray Nicholson being in Smile 2.
Yeah.
But Zach.
The Shining.
The Shining. All right. Brian.
The Shining.
The Shining. Chris.
Smile.
And Malcolm.
Smile.
I'll go The Shining. Jordan.
Yeah, I really do like Smile, but I mean it's The Shining. I gotta go The Shining.
Okay, all right. The Shining into the final 4. All right, going down to Beverly Hills Cop and Goodfellas. Brian.
Beverly Hills Cop on this one.
Okay. Chris.
Let's go Goodfellas.
Okay. And Malcolm.
Goodfellas.
I'll go Goodfellas. Jordan.
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas. And Zach.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Okay. All right. So close one, but Goodfellas into the final 4. All right. We got our final 4. Got some good movies here, though. Turns out. So we got Gone Girl versus Revenge of the Sith on the left. Chris, kick us off on this one.
Let's go Revenge of the Sith.
Okay. We're at the final 4. We're not even an hour in.
Yeah. We make good time. All right. Malcolm.
Revenge of the Sith.
It's fine because I got to wake up at 3:30. So,
Ew.
I'll go Revenge of the Sith. Jordan.
They're kind of even with kind of how I have them ranked. So,
What are you
I'll
doing?
go-
Bookkeeping stuff?
huh?
Talking about Austin. Sorry.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I've got. I'll go Gongo.
Zach.
Revenge of the Sith.
All right, and Brian.
Revenge of the Sith.
Okay, we're into the Sith, into the
Gongo
final.
may have hit the
Director
high
the
ground, but
George
Revenge prevails.
That's right. All right, Malcolm, you got The Shining and Goodfellas.
The Shining.
Yeah, this one I'll go The Shining just to freshen up a little bit. Jordan.
I'll go Goodfellas.
Okay, Zach.
The Shining.
The Shining. Brian.
The Shining.
Shining. Chris.
I'll go with The Shining only because I recently bought that dope shirt, and that
Yeah.
movie's amazing. And it's
Yeah.
spooky season, so yeah.
Spooky season. All right. Okay, so we got once again we have Lucas. We had Lucas and Kubrick on one
Wow.
side over there, and we got Lucas and
The
Kubrick
rematch.
again.
All
for
right.
the rematch in the finals here. All right, because we got Revenge of the Sith and The Shining. All right, me, I'll go The Shining. I wore the shirt tonight, so we'll see what happens. Jordan,
I'll go Revenge of the Sith.
Zach,
The Shining.
Shining, Brian,
The Shining.
Chris,
The Shining.
and Malcolm.
Let's get it to finally win The Shining.
Hey, all right. The Shining takes it. Excellent.
There you go.
I wore the shirt because I was hoping to go pretty far, and it did.
Yeah.
Excellent job. And it is spooky season.
First time winner, right?
Yeah, and I had double checked that the other night because I was looking up how many Kubrick movies have won. And the only one that had won previous to Eyes Wide Shut was like an overrated or hot take tournament of A Clockwork Orange. So that one.
Oh yeah, that one. Yes.
Yes, and that's the only time a Kubrick before Eyes Wide Shut had won. And yeah, I was just absolutely triple checking to make sure The Shining has not won. And no, The Shining has not won a tournament. So there we go. The Shining is a first time winner
That
tonight.
was
for
an
spooky
off the
season.
rails one, Austin.
Yeah, there was something like that.
Yeah.
Is this the shortest tournament we've ever had? I'm just wondering. I think
We've had ones pretty quick like this before, but it's mostly been
102?
line tournaments, things like. Well, I mean, I've had, I did have some of those birthday ones, Jordan, where we did all speed round the whole time. Remember that?
Yeah,
like we had like all speed all the time, and like a mystery one. So, but there we go. So we
I
are
would like to
done.
be here for more of it, but it's all right.
Yeah, but there you go. So yeah, The Shining. Congrats to The Shining for winning the mystery tournament tonight and becoming a first-time winner. So
All right.
Just for it's appropriate for spooky season. If you haven't seen it,
Definitely.
go watch it. It's awesome.
Well,
That's
that
it.
was a fun
That's
10
it.
minutes for me. I can go back to work now.
Hey, nice. And that was good for me. Now I can go back to sleep. Excellent. I like it.
We've got a spam thing in the chat.
Oh, spammers are back.
Yay, the
Oh.
spammers. We haven't seen them in a while. All right, nice.
Oh.
Somebody's a big fan of Trump, you know. So there you go.
Well, it's Herb.
Yeah, no.
24.
Yeah, we're all libtards, even though we haven't talked about Trump or the election or anything. It has nothing to do with the election.
about
at all,
movies.
but- all right, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
We're
not
talking about
bad
movies,
that the
but all right.
JPO had one time.
Yeah, I think I think that spam bot entered the wrong like live stream chat. Maybe
I
it
think so,
intended to be
too.
on somebody's political chat.
Yeah, right.
It's like I don't remember us talking about anything to do with the election tonight, but all right.
I mean, none of the movies we hit had Donald Trump in it either.
I know we didn't have a Home Alone 2 in this tournament. It has nothing to do with
Did
it.
not.
Or the Rascals.
Or the Little Rascals. That's
Rascals,
right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, our little rascals.
That's right.
We didn't have election or anything like that. The campaign, any of those.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah.
The American president. You know.
Swing vote, nothing like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Air
swing
Force
vote.
One.
Idiocracy.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess that'll do it for us. So yeah,
Mhm.
I'm gonna say that. You guys say that was a fun tournament. Well, that was a thing for me to be for a minute. So.
Well, it's nice of you to join us for a few minutes, Jordan. Nice
for
nice
you
of
guys.
hanging-
So,
hanging
yeah.
out in here tonight. We had a good time.
Yeah.
But,
It's like that one time where some like I think Tim Sim or something joined when you were plugged or something for a tournament.
Wait, what'd you say?
The guy for the Schmodown, Tim Sim, I think his name was.
Yeah.
He joined
What
like
about
we were doing plugs. He's gonna
Uh,
do the show.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Brian.
I have no idea what you're saying. Tim Sims was on the show.
I think what Brian was saying, apparently, I think he was saying there was one time Tim Sim joined when you're doing plugs on it, Jordan.
Yeah, we joined
Oh.
or
Oh,
Terminator,
I was
that's
like,
what
I
I'm
have
saying.
no idea what you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh
okay.
yeah, maybe I don't know. I don't remember that, but yeah, but yeah, we'll do some plugs real quick, and we'll go to Zach. Where can we find?
Yeah, you can find me on Letterboxd and YouTube at MovieFanZ. You could also find me on this channel every now and again, and the Pierce Code for ASAT and Multiplex.
All right, sounds good. And Brian, what do you have going on?
Yeah, you can find me doing Chibo Spaces, Lifestyle Trivia, Multiplex, Pierce Co. Something on First Time, Long Time, JPLG Show. I believe next tournament or T-Rex will be the first one. It's in TV or the TV tournament or the best one. I'm not sure which one it is. But also, we just did a ranking a few days ago. Saturday, went 4 hours long.
Yep. Yeah. So sounds good. And Chris.
What's up, guys? So you can
Where
find
find
me on my Pirates on a Beach series. Have a trailer, episode 1, 2, 3, and 4 over on my YouTube channel. Also be uploading them on here eventually. But you can find a Casablanca Kid 84 as well on that platform. And also I'm doing a lot of fun stuff still on TikTok as well. Casablanca Kid 84. But I'm slowly doing more and more stuff on the YouTube channel as well. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So,
Cool.
and of course, I'll be on multiple shows. So I'll be on a show tomorrow, which I will be running late for that one. But that's all right, as long as I get out a little later. So I won't be as late as you per se, Jordan. But yeah, I'll be later.
Yeah.
And then Friday's show. No, actually, tomorrow's the normal. Friday's show's the different one.
Yeah, that'll be it.
The
Yeah, you'll
modified,
be on time tomorrow and late on Friday. Yeah, but
yeah.
And Malcolm, what do you have going on?
It's all right. Like when we're doing our talk show thing over on Take 3 one time, we had this guy who often would jump into the stream like when we're as usual doing plugs up.
Oh really?
For no reason whatsoever, but anyway, like you can find me on Take Productions. I host Rankum every Sunday night. Next week we're doing top 12 opening scenes in horror movies. Austin will be there, and can also find me on my personal YouTube channel, Middle Earth Media, where I host Beer from the Past. It's coming back next week, and we're talking about WCW Uncensored 95, which is a thing. And just don't do a drinking game and drink every time they say the word uncensored in the pay-per-view. You'll be drunk halfway through.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll have Jacob Cameron on to talk about that. And you can find me all over the place. Probably up on tournament fights and stuff.
Yeah. So I was wondering if they're gonna have some of the crazy commentators that they used to have for the wrestling. Like I went back to listen to some old wrestling because someone told me to pay attention to how they used to commentate. Like they're allowed to swear. They're allowed to be like, "Holy shit! He just pulled out his very soul. I can't believe what I'm saying." And they're just going crazy. They're like just like things you would never hear like regular commentators say. That like it's just like pretty funny stuff. Like some of the most entertaining stuff. There's like a whole compilation of like the crazy stuff they would say back then.
Is Malcolm is Uncensored 95 a Dusty Rhodes special? He was doing commentary around that time.
Oh, okay.
I don't think Dusty Rhodes was commentating on that.
Okay. Yeah, when he would, it'd be like two lucha guys in there. He'd be like, "Oh, baby, he stepped aside. I gave him a little tip to toe. That's right. I gave him a little tip to toe, and he stepped around there and gave him a little. He threw that kick right there. He's jumping all over the place like a little jumping bean. Then tip to toe. I'd be like, "What the hell are you talking about?" So, anyways,
people talk like that on like an NFL broadcast. They'd probably just like all right, and we never heard from him again. It'd be a new guy next time. but Austin, what do you have going on?
Well, speaking of drinking, I'll be on the Monthly Mistake with myself and Michael Wolfman Wyndham. Our annual, we have to do something for the Halloween franchise. This Saturday night will be Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers, which is a very boring movie, but we'll try to spice it up with some drinking elements. I've got some lights out trivia tomorrow night in the Anarchy tournament, so we'll be doing that tomorrow night. Wheel of Movies we'll be doing this week since Halloween's next week, so we'll be back with that with Grease this week, and Malcolm will be on helping me and Richie out with Grease on Thursday night before Lonely Marks, which we also talk about every week, Lonely Marks Wrestling Podcast. So that's just a couple of things. Oh, and I quote Friday night on Ryan Permison's channel, we'll be doing a Terminator watch along for the anniversary. So hopefully get that done before the tier ranker starts. So yeah, there you go.
Nice. And you can find us on all the social media at Movie Hero 2121 and also Jordan 83616. And then also in the Movie Hero Network group at on Facebook, where if you have any projects you're working on, if you have a YouTube channel, we encourage you to post over there, and we'll share your content out. We'll get people to subscribe. We'll get people to watch, all that kind of stuff. So we support each other over there, and we can talk movies over there. We will be having some more trivia coming up. We just did a trivia match yesterday, so last night, that you can see on the channel. That there was a fun one. You can see who won to move on to part 2. I won't tell you who it is. You got to watch to find out, but it was fun. And then we have 2 more matches in the first round, so just watch for those. We'll be making some announcements soon as to when those are going to be. And then we will have a free-for-all coming up in December. So if you'd like to be part of the free-for-all, just let me or Austin know. And we don't have a set date yet, but we're thinking somewhere in the first week of December. And we just want to give people a heads up so they can try to plan ahead for that. So, and then let's see. Tomorrow night we'll be doing the second episode of our new show, Best to Worst, and we will be ranking the top 25 horror movies at the box office adjusted for inflation. So that should be fun to see where those rankings go, because there's some like pretty like intense horror movies, but then there's some like ones that are barely horror movies that they're just like very horror light on there. So it'll be interesting. And then for the rest of the week and a little bit going forward for tournament fights and also too, I also want to throw in there, if you go over to patreon.com/moviegear, we do have a Patreon, and we appreciate everyone who goes over there and subscribes. Soon, I've been saying it's going to be soon. I will be posting the extended schedule over there for the Patreon member. Just been very busy lately, so as soon as I have a moment of free time to do that, I'll throw in an extra month because it's coming late, and that one on the Patreon will be about 5 months out, but I will post it in the Movie Hero Network group, be about 3 months out, and we can start signing up for episodes for the remainder of the year, maybe early next year, just because we're going to need people for a lot of those episodes. So, and if you'd like to be on these shows, that's the best way to just watch for that, and just reach out to me, and I'll put you on the show. And also, we have exclusive podcasts. We do like a music one over there. We did our favorite movie scores of all time for a tournament. That's over there. We're going to have some seen and heard music trivia. So if you'd like to play in that too, also let me know, because it doesn't cost anything to play. It only costs a little bit to watch it. So yeah, but we have to have the music stuff over there. There you go. Yeah, right.
I like it.
That's really
I
Chris.
like it.
You just need to edit in a little crack pipe in there. Yeah, but and like black out his teeth or
That
something.
can go along with my Wolfman meme I made the other night. I don't know if Chris saw that, but he's always talking about how young he is and how he grew up with movies.
Yeah.
This Richard and I sat with his birth year.
Yeah, but what's also coming up for tournament fights and tier rankers? So on Friday we'll be doing the 100 most recent horror movies. I decided to keep it 100 most recent horror movies, because when I was going through and putting it together, there's enough for a tier ranker that to just cover the last 3 years. So we're just going to do that, and there's plenty of them. So it'll be fun to talk some more recent horror. And then next Monday we have our horror mystery series championships. We did 4 mystery horror series that the just complete and total random horror movies, and all the ones that made the Sweet 16 will be in a championship over there. And also speaking, before that, you can go over to Kyle Curtis Flett's channel. Me and Austin will be there to do a watch along of Freddy versus Jason too. So that'll be, so we'll be going straight from there over to tournament fights for that. And then also we have a recast that's going to be Tuesday next week. That's going to be all the guys from the Extra Movie Butter podcast, which would be Moose Haas, Benny Hamblin, and JTE to recast Ghostbusters. So
that's awesome.
Be fun. So yeah, we're just going to do that for spooky season, because it's Moose's favorite movie of all time. So we had to get him on.
So we're doing a cross promotion because they had us on for the Extra Movie Butter podcast talking about Saturday Night, which is a great movie, by the way.
That was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then just to round out the week, we're going to be doing next week. We're doing our best of the best match, which we're all going to take our top 20 movies of all time. It'll be 5 of us throwing them into a tier ranker, and then whichever we're just gonna rank them, and we're gonna see which movies come up as a top 10, and that'll be really tough because it's all of our favorite movies. We're gonna see what other people think of our favorite movies, that kind of thing. And then I'll throw in just a couple more. We got our Directing Brothers mascots, the Scotts versus the Cohens in there. And then we'll be getting back in some TV tier ranker stuff with the best TV shows from 2000 2009. So we'll be back on the TV train soon. So yeah, that's where you can find us. So just tune in there and watch for the schedule. Like I promised, I want to try to get out in the next week. I know it's going to be a busy day today and tomorrow, but I'll try my best to get it soon to you guys. So yeah, but that will do it for us tonight. So for Zach Shelton, for Brian Nussbaum, for Chris Scott, for Malcolm Lay, for Austin Pez Howell, I've been Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and we'll see you next time.
Dominique, why don't you want to go to the hotel? I don't know. You do too know. Now come on, tell me. Don't want to.
There's someone else in the hotel with us.
Come and play with us.
A little slow tonight, isn't it?